So it's important for me to give back, to show my peers and the other people still suffering on the streets that I can be successful, that they can be successful, that you can change your life around, that it's never too late. My name is Sandra Lilly and this is my story. I grew up in an abusive childhood with many behavior problems because of the home life I was living. Also, I have ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which tends to get me into trouble. I've been in many different youth and adult correctional facilities because of issues with law enforcement and behavior problems and addiction problems as well on the street. I went back to school. I wanted to improve myself. I was sick of living the lifestyle of not knowing what was going to happen next and not knowing where I was going to sleep or eat or if I was going to have clean clothes or not. With the help of Elizabeth Fry Society and Canadian Mental Health and a few other organizations, helped me turn my life around, and so I'm here trying my best. Education is important to me because before coming to Algonquin, I only had a grade 8 education, which doesn't help to get a job. I always had problems in school because I never applied myself or I had behavior issues. Now I wanted to see how far I could go, and I applied myself and I tried my best. I wanted to see how far I could reach my education level, and I'm in college now, so it seems to be I'm doing pretty good. My biggest motivation is the reconnection with my family members. My oldest nephew is 19 and I haven't had contact with him since he was 5 years old. And my other nephew is 14 and I haven't seen him since he was a baby because of my drug involvement. I also have a niece and nephew that I haven't been part of their lives because of my drug use. Also, I have 2 children who are in an open adoption because of the lifestyle choices I was making at their time of birth. So my biggest motivation would be my family and my children and just wanting to do better for myself. The clothing drive will be held November 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th, so every Wednesday of November. I'll be sitting with some community volunteers as well as some staff here at the school and receiving new or gently used winter clothing for the homeless people still suffering on the streets of Ottawa. This is important because what people don't know is that some shelters, they basically ask you to leave early in the morning and you're not able to return until dinner time. So that's a long period of cold weather that you have to endure, plus carrying all your belongings that you have around. You get tired, you get hungry, you know, it's cold, you're lonely, there's no one to talk to, no support systems in place. So really I want to try and keep them warm because I mean that's one less thing that they would have to worry about on the street if they were warm. When you're sitting in your nice warm cozy apartment or house, you know, eating your dinner, nice whatever you're making, chicken and rice or whatever you're making, think of somebody that's not eating. Think of someone that doesn't have heat in their house, that doesn't have a home at all. Think about someone that doesn't have clothing, proper clothing, out on the street this winter, because you got to be thankful for the things that you have, and I think that we should give back to people that are less fortunate than us so that they can also enjoy, you know, a little bit of life or make it easier on them as well.